Hi there, my name is April Sawtelle and welcome to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to show you a really easy way to make 8 little half square triangles at one time. It's called a Magic 8 half square triangle block. That's what we're going to do. All you're going to need for this is you'll need a ruler, your rotary cutter. I've got my iron and my ironing mat, and I've got a rotating mat that I'm going to use. If you don't have that, it's okay. Just use a smaller mat if you have one that you can just kind of spin around. If you don't, you'll have to just walk around and cut it that way, or turn your blocks to cut them. I've also got a square up ruler here for later on. Started my 2 pieces of fabric, contrasting colors. They're squared, they're the same size. You're gonna put them together, right sides together. For this demonstration, I have 2 solid colors so that you don't have to put right sides together. Okay, and you're gonna need something to write with. I've just got some seamstress chalk here that I'm gonna be using. I have a calculation sheet here that I can show you how to come up with that. So all this is, if you want to take a screenshot of it, all this is it's a little cheat sheet to show you what size block you need to start with for this project. So it's really a simple method though. I'll just tell you and I'll write it in on top of the video. So you're just going to take the finished size that you want each little triangle to be. So you're going to put that in there, and you're just going to times that by 2. Then add 1. That will tell you what the size block you need. Okay, let's get started. To get started here, all you're going to do is you're just going to take your 2 pieces of fabric, you're going to lay them down on your mat, right sides together. Take your ruler, you're just going to go right down the diagonal, and you're going to draw a line from corner to corner. Then you're just going to rotate your mat, and you're going to do corner to corner again. Now you're going to have an X on your fabric. Now we've got the X here. If you want to put a few pins in just to hold this in place while you go over to your machine, go right ahead, just so it doesn't move. So what we're going to do now, we'll go over to the sewing machine. You're going to put your presser foot right here on this line and follow it down, sew in 1/4 inch. I'll show you when we get there, and then we're going to just do it again on all sides of this line. So you're going to come up with 4 seams on this line. See you at the sewing machine. I'm over here on my Janome 6700 piece sewing machine. All I'm going to do, I've got my 1/4 inch set. I'm going to follow the line all the way down. I've got my presser foot lined right up here on this line. Now I'm going to turn it, and I'm just going to follow it all the way down this side. I'm going to do this again on this side. I'm going right over this center line here. Now I've got my X is all marked out here. Just pull my pins out now. Your X here, all you're going to do is you're going to take your ruler and you're going to lay it right down the center. So you got these right here in the center of this. You're going to just make sure you're nice and straight here. Follow a line, bring this to your center point, and you're going to slice right down the middle. Then go ahead and turn it. You're going to do the same thing. Line yourself up. Make sure you're right here in the center. Make sure your ruler is nice and straight. And you're going to go ahead and give yourself 1 more slice right there. Now what you're going to do, you're going to turn it. You're going to go right down your center line here that you made with your marking pen. I use the chalk. I'm just going to go right in the center of that. Right in the center of my 2 seams here. I'm going to cut right on that line. Then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Right on my marking line. All right, now what you're going to do, you're just going to pick these up by the dark side here. Take these over to your iron. You're just going to take the dark side, open it up, and give it a nice press. Just pushing it open. Opening those seams. By picking this up from the dark side, what's happening is you are just going to let that seam lay on the dark side, because you don't want that seam to lay on that light side or it's going to show through. What you need to do is take any size ruler. You're just going to match up your 45-degree angle here. And then you're going to go to your, in my case, it's 4.5 inches. So I can see my 4.5 inches is on the line. And right here, it's on that line. So I'm just going to go ahead, give this a trim, and trim it in that direction. There's 2. And that got rid of that little dog ear right there. Okay, now I'm just going to spin my mat 2 times, 2 turns. Hold this back down here and mark out your 4.5 inch. And I'm going to put that right on the line there. And then I'm just going to give this a little trim. Now this side does not need very much at all, and none there. But that would allow you to do both angles, this angle and this angle. Okay, and all that gave me was that little sliver. That gave me was that nice little block at 4.5 inches. I'm going to do that to all of them. So by making the magic 8 half square triangle, it's just a real speedy way to get 8 half square triangle blocks at one time. If you want to make one big block out of this, all you got to do is add one more piece. So if you were making a quilt and you were making a lot of magic 8 half square triangles, just grab one from another pile and you can make your block. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Remember to keep it simple. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye.